Hello, hello. Let me just shut this window so it's not so noisy. Oh, and everything falls off the shelf. Great start. So, I know it's noon, I know it's Thursday, I don't envisage many, if any of you to jump on now, but this time suits me, and the beauty of Facebook Live is it's always Facebook replay, right? So, I'm just going to be with you here for 20 to 30 minutes chatting about the basics, the foundational of the doTERRA essential oils that I love and use. And please excuse me real quick while I try and find a bit of a document that I want to refer to for this, because here we go. Because my morning has been, I dropped Taji off at daycare. I had my Italian lesson with my tutor, and then I had a 30-minute window where I donned my swimsuit, ran across the road, jumped in the ocean, because it is so full right now because the full moon, it is delicious. And then I came back, had a quick shower, put some clothes on, and boom, now I'm here with you. So, let's get into it. Let me just pop some oils on myself. I'm feeling peppermint. And then we can start with that. I love peppermint. It's very cooling. It's probably my favorite oil at the moment and has been for quite a while. It's very cooling. So when it's been stinking hot lately, I love to roll this up and down my spine, under my bra line as well, on the back of my neck. And if I'm feeling any head tension, I can also rub it here. But kind of on my hairline, because if it's too close in, it's way too much for your eyes. I love the smell. It's also very, like, peps you up. So, a tip on my nose. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So peppermint's really cooling. Someone's watching live. Let me know who it is and say hello. Peppermint is also the oil of the buoyant heart. So it brings us joy. And it definitely brings me joy. I love it. Can also be good as a breath freshener. So if you get a bottle of peppermint that's in a standard bottle like this, whereas the one that I just rolled on me is called the Peppermint Touch. And because the way that they've designed these bottles, any doTERRA bottle that comes like this is pre-diluted. It's still just as potent, but it's a blend of peppermint essential oil with fractionated coconut oil. So it is safe for topical application on the skin. Any bottle that comes like this for topical application on the skin, you want to be combining it with a base oil, a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil, almond oil, jojoba oil, and it will work just as well. Especially if you have sensitive skin, most definitely for children, elderly, you've got to dilute it. So, first off, let me review a little bit. Now, I'm going to be focusing on and only talking about doTERRA essential oils. If you haven't heard of doTERRA and you've been living under a rock on my page, doTERRA is just the name of a brand, and it's the largest essential oil company in the world. My most trusted, my most researched, my most adored company. I absolutely love everything they do and that they stand for, not just the beautiful bottles of oil that they bottle up for us. Like, we are so blessed to be able to buy these and purchase these and really help out farmers in third world countries across the globe by supporting doTERRA and purchasing oils from them. Having said that as well, now any oil I go through here, like everything that I've just said peppermint is great for example, that's not necessarily standard across the board on all brands of oils, because I know with doTERRA these are pure oils, these are unadulterated, they're essentially organic in that there's third-party testing involved so that you know and you're guaranteed no pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, things like this. There's a code on the bottom of every bottle. You can go to a website, www.source2u.com, type in that code and you'll find out everything that is in that bottle of oil. It's the website that every other essential oil company essentially was not very pleased to have put out there, because doTERRA is so transparent with what's in their oils, what's in their bottles, what's everything a part of their company, right? Which is really what you want. If a company is not being transparent with what they are putting in, whether it's oils, whether it's tinned tomatoes, whether it's, skincare is a massive one. If companies aren't being transparent, then you really kind of need to question what is going into their product. Anyway, so let's dive in. I'm going to base today's sort of teachings on top 10 oils, the most bought 10 oils in doTERRA, the most versatile oils in doTERRA. So by versatile, I mean peppermint isn't only good for cooling your skin down when you're having a hot day. There's many uses for peppermint, as is there are many uses for lavender. So it's not like you're going to buy a bottle of lavender and you can only use it to kind of support you with restful sleep. Because lavender, let's move on to lavender, the oil of communication, yes, it does support sleep. It's also very soothing for the skin, for any skin issues you've got going on. Cuts, scrapes, bruises, mozzie bites. Also, I add it to fractionated coconut oil or jojoba oil or a spritzer on my facial skin just to keep my skin feeling beautiful and soft and soothing any redness and bumps and things like this. Lavender, yes, is very calming. Mamas love lavender because you can use it for children who run into everything. It's great for bruises as well. But it's also really calming, which is why it can be supportive for sleep. So if you've got a kid who's kind of a little bit too crazy at certain times of day, sticking lavender in your diffuser is definitely going to help calm the mood for them and for you. I pop a drop in the bath when I'm running at Footage with magnesium salts if I have them. If not, it's just lavender. It's one that I always have in my handbag, and I often have it, I usually have the one that's the roller as well, because I can just roll it on Taj's feet if he's needing some winding down and it's not really happening for him. If he just needs assistance with that, as most kids do, right? They can't, at different times, they can't fall asleep or, hey Pico, they can't fall asleep or kind of wind themselves down on their own. At a certain time they need help, but as adults we can't do that either. Like a lot of us can't, like I can't just go from chatting to you guys and then boom, lie myself in bed and hope to fall asleep in 5 minutes. You know, like we've got to shut the laptops down, we've got to shut the computers down, we might need to run a bath, have a hot cup of tea, change out of our work clothes into something a bit, like I've got a dress on right now, which is quite pretty because I never wear a dress. But for me it's like I come home, get off my clothes and I'm into my pajamas straight away. You know, so we also need support winding down and calming down as adults, not just as children. Lavender can definitely help with this. All right, let's move on to another one. Lemon. I still have it here, or did I put it in my laundry? Lemon, the oil of focus. I adore this. One of my favorites. Always has been. Oh my God. So this comes from Sicily, which is probably another one of the reasons why I absolutely adore this. Having just come out of my Italian lesson with my tutor. And I found out one of Taj's daycare ladies, Sylvia, is Italian. And I was like, oh my God. And then my friend, who I met up with yesterday, started Italian 2 weeks ago as well. Of all my goals and intentions on my wall for 2019, that is the one that lights me up the most. It says, I am bilingual and I get to practice my Italian all the time. It gets me so excited. So this is extracted from the peel, like the rind of the lemon, not the juice, which is why I love this in water. It's not going to erode the enamel of your teeth like lemon juice does, but it is more potent, more powerful because it's the rind. Anything lemon, really good for cleaning, deodorizing, detoxifying, so any cleaning stuff. I sometimes just add a few drops to my bench top and wipe it all down. It kind of reminds me of that TV commercial where the lady's like wiping her benches with like a raw chicken breast. Ugh. She needs some of this baby afterwards. I don't know what the ad's for, right? All I remember is the chicken, so I think they've messed up their marketing there. Boosting your immune system, refreshing your laundry. I add a few drops to my laundry. I add a few drops to my water first thing in the morning of all the citrus oils that you can ingest internally. This one is still my fave that I keep coming back to, and I think I think orange is cheaper, but this is like $18 a bottle. Like it's so cheap. So if you're someone who wants to do DIY cleaning, I know the whole low tox, no tox. This, by the way, an incredible book. I know there's also one at Kmart at the moment filled with recipes. You can Google this stuff too, right? DIY, laundry cleaner, DIY, spray and wipe cleaner, whatever, glass cleaner. This is one that you're going to want to add to that. Move aside lemon, move aside peppermint, move aside lavender. Ooh, we're further ahead than I thought. Let's go on to tea tree. So this is the oil of energetic boundaries. And the beautiful thing about the doTERRA's tea tree is that it is sourced from Australia. So all of doTERRA oils are sourced globally from, I think, 46 and counting countries worldwide. But they are sourced, each oil is sourced from where the plant is grown natively and most abundantly. So tea tree is from Australia, the eucalyptus is from Australia, the lemon is from the south of Italy. If you've not been to the south of Italy, you might not kind of understand the correlation. If you've been, everything is coloured in lemons. You'll walk away with like crockery plate as souvenir and it's got lemons on it. Napkins, lemons, tea towels, lemons, dresses, aprons, lemons. Lavender is from the south of France. So with that in mind, it will also have the highest, most powerful sort of concentration of compounds, for use of a better word. I'm kind of getting my words muddled up here. But imagine tea tree oil from Australia, whereas Aussies, we know, like, that's our tree, right? Tea tree is us. Versus if it was grown somewhere, just planted in the ground in the middle of the Asian desert. Is there even a desert in Asia? But if you use these two very poor analogies, where do you think, which tree is going to be more powerful in terms of medicinal properties? Yeah, it's going to be the one where it's grown natively. So, tea tree. Every family needs this in their first aid cupboard, and I think most Australians probably do have it in their first aid cupboard. Lavender and tea tree, these are my first aid oils. Again, tea tree similar to lavender in for cuts, scrapes, bites, mozzies. But tea tree is also good for head lice. It's good for anything where there's sort of fungal stuff involved. So candidiasis, if you've got athlete's foot, tinea sort of stuff, the head lice thing as well. It's very skin soothing as well. I don't love the scent, and maybe it's because having had a lot of acne in high school, and that's kind of where they're pushing tea tree cleansers and everything. But that's just me. This one is also really delicious in your laundry. It's really good to pop in the diffuser as well with something like lemon or on guard that I'll get onto next, for any respiratory support, sort of immune stuff happening. Yeah, psoriasis is another one. All right, oregano. I've got my oregano roll on here, not my little bottle. I don't love the smell of this, but it is definitely growing on me. So oregano is like your big guns immune support. On guard is another one I'll get into next, which is definitely immune supportive, but this is like next level immune supportive. That's how I kind of look at them. Pardon me. It's a very hot oil though. So as I had said at the beginning of this, you don't want to be applying any of these oils directly to your skin without like a carrier oil. You don't want to burn your skin. You don't want to upset your skin. You don't want to have to be then kind of fixing a red mark that you've got because you applied an essential oil neat. Some of them you can, but if in doubt, never apply them directly to your skin, and never ever with children and babies. Oregano is one of those oils that you never ever want to apply to your skin neat. I know people who have applied it straight. I know people who have consumed this straight. It is a hot oil, which means there is potential to burn your skin, your esophagus, whatever. Yes, these are essential oils. Yes, they're natural. Yes, it's Mama Nature's plant medicine, but they're powerful. They're potent. These can still harm you, like any natural medicine. You take too much vitamin C. Okay, maybe not the best example. It's not going to cause you any harm, but you will if you have too much vitamin C. The side effect is you'll have loose stools, diarrhea, which is your body's response to be like, hey, this is too much. With oregano, it's a little bit less. It's a little bit more unpleasant because you're going to end up with a burnt skin, and then you've got to be using your lavender to fix it afterwards. I never ingest recommending oregano oil unless under the care of a professional naturopath, nutritionist, along these lines, anything, aromatherapist, herbalist even, because you can get oregano oil products from the health food store to help deal with parasites and things, but they're formulated already for internal use. With the doTERRA ones, I wouldn't just be popping this in water and drinking it. No way. It's natural immune support. So I will roll this on the soles of my feet. Otherwise, if I've got it in my bottle like this, mix it with fractionated coconut oil, rub it on the soles of my feet, probably before bed, and then stick socks on so you don't have to smell it too much when I really need immune boosting support. I'm also putting it on my heel at the moment for a plantar wart I have there. I feel like I've been saying that forever because when it comes to any foot stuff, like it's just... it's the consistency I lack and remembering to do it. Anyway, you can also use this for flavouring and cooking. 1 drop is more than enough for like an entire batch of bolognese. which I love because I never have fresh oregano because I don't love it that much. So having the essential oil there for if and when I want it for cooking is amazing. All right, the next one. Oh, let's do On Guard because I said I'd do On Guard. This is the Protective Blend, the oil of protection. So this is my first call immune defense. It smells like Christmas. I adore this. It's your orange, cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, rose. Just got a phone call and I cancelled it, so hopefully it won't still on. I love this. So in the diffuser, I put a drop of this in hot chocolate and it is amazing. Where else do I use this one? Again, you can combine it with oregano to a foot massage before bed when you need immune boosting. If you've got it in your touch roller like this, you can just roll it down your spine or roll it down your kid's spine even. When you need it, it's antibacterial, antimicrobial, anti-everything. So really good for immune boosting support. But at the same time, it is brilliant for cleaning because the clove in here is really good for mold. So if you live in far north Queensland or anywhere damp where there's lots of mold, you want to get onto this bad boy. You can add this to any of your DIY cleaning stuff, whether it's your floor mopping, your shower cleaner, your bench tops, whatever it is. Excuse me. And at the same time, you're cleaning your place, but you've also got this lingering scent of all the essential oils in here that is helping support a healthy home environment, which is amazing. It also supports healthy circulation. You can apply this on the kids' feet before school. You can make or doTERRA do a hand sanitizer, but I make my own with this and lemon combined with filtered water. Spray it on the kids' hands before school and after school or daycare. I know some daycares that will diffuse this there, which is amazing, and I'm hoping to get them in more daycares for that reason. But again, it's a great one to use when you feel like niggly colds and flu season is about and different things like this. It's definitely one I use. And then a hot chockey, sugar-free though, with a drop of this, again, can also help. And I'm not against sugar, but when I feel coldy, fluey, it's a really good time to avoid sugar because it can be inflammatory. And if your body's got enough stuff going on and trying to ward off cold and flu season or whatever little snotty stuff that might be going on, you really want to keep your sugar intake as minimal as possible. Next one, frankincense. Ooh, frankincense. So this is the oil of truth. This is the holy oil. It's as valuable as gold in my opinion. So frankincense comes from the boswellia tree. When I've worked at health food stores, you can buy boswellia in a capsule form and it is sold as an anti-inflammatory. So we'd have customers that come in that, that they would be wanting anti-inflammatories, something along the lines of, if it's an arthritic thing or rheumatoid arthritis, sort of a joint pain, inflammation stuff in whatever form that might take for the individual. The sort of things that we'd often recommend is fish oil, is quite a common one. I want to say turmeric, but I'm thinking turmeric and curcumin at the same time. Curcumin is the active ingredient in turmeric. Another really common supplement to prescribe, glucosamine, chondroitin, MSM. And then we get customers who tried everything, and if there wasn't something that was working, the next thing that I would be suggesting to them was always boswellia. So it's great. I don't want to claim that this oil can or cannot do anything, but as boswellia was sold as an anti-inflammatory thing, you can kind of put two and two together as to what you might use this oil for. It's very good for nourishing brain activity in my opinion. So if you couple that with it being anti-inflammatory, things that you might want to be using it for, you can sort of take a guess as to that. Everyone says if in doubt, use Frankie. Again, very skin soothing. I always pair Frankie with lavender in my skin moisturizer, in my skin spritzer. Again, Taj has fallen and had bruises. Frankie and lavender is the first thing I go to for him. In terms of if you have a spiritual practice, a meditation practice, frankincense is one that a lot of people love. It's a very spiritual oil, holy oil. It's in the Christian Catholic sort of teachings. Beautiful scent. You can diffuse that as well. So in the home, if you're the mama and you want your meditation practice, add Frankie and lavender to your diffuser if you like. But definitely, again, a first aid oil, a skin oil when you need it. It's definitely when you're feeling uptight and your stress and anxiety is kind of... Frankincense is a beautiful oil to apply to your hands. and breathe in deeply and take really deep breaths and to sort of calm down. I always joke that that's essentially like none of people do enough deep breathing, right? And then smokers, I used to be one myself many years ago, but when they are really stressed and they need a cigarette, they're not just having these like little drags out there, they're like inhaling so deeply. And then what are they doing? If that cigarette wasn't there, they're just deeply breathing so deeply. Breathing so deeply. So we need to do more of that. And I definitely think using any essential oil, rubbing your palms together and inhaling, it just drops you back into your body. Yeah? Lavender's another beautiful one to do that with before bed. On guard, we've done. Easy air, breathe. So this is the oil of breath. I love this in the diffuser with lavender at nighttime. This helps open up our airways, supports our respiratory system. It's also very calming, so it's one that I love to tell people to put with lavender in before bed, in the bedroom before you go to bed, because you get there and then you're drifting off into sleep with these calming, beautiful, restorative, scented oils that are changing your cellular, your chemistry, your biology, and at the same time helping your respiratory system, because you want to be able to breathe really well while you're sleeping, right? Otherwise you're going to be waking up. I've got two more here. So I've got ice blue, deep blue. This is the oil of surrendering pain. This is your natural, non-toxic muscle ease physio cream. And it smells amazing. You can also buy this in a lotion, but I adore this oil. Lower back, every day when I wake up. Upper neck and traps, it is amazing. It's also, it kind of gives you that warm, cool feeling, which you'll either love or hate, I suppose. So really good for muscle fatigue, muscle soreness. I carry it in my handbag most of the time as well for, if you're someone who kind of has long-term, even short-term, like recurrent muscle or joint pain or stiffness in any area of your body, and you happen to be like a gym junkie or a gym goer, this is one that I would definitely recommend applying before your workout to whatever area you experience intensity and pain and tension. Pardon me. And then see how you feel afterwards. You can apply it afterwards as well. But I know some people who it's their religion to apply it before their workout, and if they don't, that's when they've really got to amp up their oil game post-workout and bringing the big guns in different oils like cypress, which helps move things around, and aroma touch, which is a really beautiful sort of massage oil to kind of help straighten out those areas because they didn't look at it prior to their workout. And then the last one I want to touch on, because it's probably one of my favorite, is Digestin. Now this is the oil that I say that makes any skeptic into a believer. It's the oil that I probably have the most testimonials from, and not just, yeah, it worked well for me testimonials, but like long, paragraph long testimonials like this oil saved my son sort of testimonials. So it's incredible. This is a blend of ginger, peppermint, caraway, coriander, anise, tarragon, and fennel. And combined, I don't know what I'm trying to say, combined with fractionated coconut oil, rub it on your belly in a clockwise direction, yeah. So this is good. Any tummy stuff, right? If you're feeling, if it's gassy or bloaty or painy or crampy, or you've eaten something funny, or you're going out for dinner. Say like me, I've got a very clean diet at home and I might go out for dinner and I love me like a burger and fries or whatever. I always joke that there's like the junk food Christy lives inside of me. I get so excited about all this shit junk food, but I never eat it because I know I'm not going to feel well. But anyway, that junk food Christy loves to go out for dinner to somewhere random. But if it's not going to be as healthy, clean as I have at home, this has to come in my handbag. I'll apply it on my belly before I go to dinner, during and after, probably whilst also taking digestive enzymes. Have some citrus in your meal can also help. What else? If you're flying on the plane and you get funny tummy stuff happening, this is also great. And then randomly really good if you get blocked up sinus congestion. You can also use this one. Also big guns, a drop in your cup with half a cup full of warm water. Either sip it or just drink the whole lot if you really, really need digestive help and pronto. And this works miracles in a very, very short space of time. I felt so sick and nauseous at times for no reason, and I'd put a drop in water and drink it, and I kid you not, within 10 minutes. And I know this oil works so amazing, but every time I have something big like that, and then I take this internally. Like, I'm always blown away. I'm always blown away. So they're the top 10 oils, the most used, the most bought, the most versatile, right? So the oils with the most uses. I didn't just say lavender was good for sleep, did I? Good for sleep, good for skin, stings, bites, this, calming down. Lots of different things. Supportive for so many different things. So these top 10 oils were kind of come up with and created by 7 essential oil experts at doTERRA. That every home should, could, would, wanna, need to have. And with good reason, as I've just outlined for you. Now, I've had these 10 oils for 3 or 4 years now, and I have a much bigger collection as well, but I go back to these ones the most, probably, and every single one of them gets used regularly. Peppermint the most, because I'm obsessed. But all of them get used. And they cover every body system, your emotional system, your mental, your physical, and your spiritual, and every other body system. Yes, I'm losing my words, but every other body system in terms of they cover your digestive system, your respiratory system, your immune system, your cardiovascular system, your cognitive function, everything. So, if you don't have a doTERRA account yet and you would really like to purchase some oils, whether it's like these top 10 or the top 10 plus some, or smaller bottles of these, or you just really want to try like tea tree, peppermint and lavender to begin with, or something like this, and you're yet to create your own wholesale account and you would love to have my support and ongoing education with how to use the oils, please reach out, send me a message, comment below. If you've got my number, give me a call, and I would love to help you out with that, because that's like my mission, especially for mamas. Like I know I don't judge, like I've learned, I don't judge mamas who might give their kids Nurofen when it's needed or go to the chemist, but because some people just don't have the education, they don't have the knowledge to make better choices. So I really want to be educating and giving people the knowledge so that they can make better choices, and so that the pharmacy and the doctor is not your first point of call. You go straight to your oils, you go straight to your natural medicine first. We've never given Taj Nurofen. If the time comes where he actually needs it, and it's not because he has a high temperature, or it's not because he has a tummy ache or a headache, or because he's really bunged his elbow and he looks like he's in pain. To me, those aren't the times when he needs Nurofen. And I could go on and on about this, like in antibiotics, but I think everyone kind of cottons on, right? There is times when we need them. 90% of the time we don't, but they are probably prescribed 90% of the time. Children also have higher respiratory rates than adults, so they're taking in more breath-wise into their lungs. So if you're diffusing beautiful, pure essential oils in your home, they're going to be taking them in, and it's going to be supporting their respiratory system, it's going to be supporting their immune system, it's going to be supporting their emotional and mental systems, health, I suppose, when shit hits the fan. They've had a rough day at daycare, they're not sleeping and they're going mental, and they can't communicate that with you. They also, so you really don't want to be using toxic stuff in your home because they're taking it in, and their livers are doing just as much work as our livers are. And hey, Carly, and I just want to educate more people so that they know this for our gorgeous little bubbas. Anyway, and for those of you watching this now or watching the replay, I know Pico and Carly there, and you both already have doTERRA accounts. Hopefully this was just some extra added on knowledge for you that you can regurgitate to someone else today. And for anyone watching who does not have an account, and like I said, would love to purchase their first set of oils and would like my ongoing education and support, please reach out and I would love to help you. I'm going to love you and leave you now and go eat some lunchies. Have a fabulous day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.